Did I not click something over here? Am I over here doing funky stuff? Everyone's taking a vote on Matt. Do we need to put a poll up in the chat? Do we need to put a poll up on the chat? Oh my God, there's a little bug that somehow snuck into my office. I don't know how the heck it did that. And it's just loving these lights I have on in here. Oh, it's loving them. It's absolutely loving them. You're going to love it. I guarantee it. You're going to love it. I guarantee it.
People trying to vote me off the island. What the?
Not you, Matt. There is a. He calls my show every day. His name is Matt Chu.
Oh, okay.
He calls me every day. He gets very upset when he calls and I don't answer. He doesn't seem to understand that my audience does not want to hear me talk to him for 45 minutes every day. And it sounds like he is getting slightly voted off the island in one of my lives over there. But I think we're gonna let Matt stay for a bit. All right, we're gonna let Matt stay for a bit. All right, we're not gonna kick him completely out yet. But mods, you have the full authority to do things if people start acting wild. But I'm also not going to be in a hurry to bring. Don't even bother about calling in right now, okay? You're not going to get on to start my show unless maybe we'll let Matt talk.
You are connected as the host. Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the call-in studio web interface.
Well, I appreciate that. Maybe we'll let Matt talk to Matt. I mean, we're up with Matt today. Maybe we'll let Matt get a little bit of Matt treatment.
What is this Inception shit that we're doing?
It's like a dream within a dream within a dream, you know? That's
oh God. All right.
Like welcome to Politics Live. You get Matt. Congratulations. Matt is something. I'm not gonna say what Matt, he's definitely something. Yo, welcome on in. Thank you guys so much for being here. We really appreciate you guys. Come on in, say something in the chat, hit that like button, hit that follow button if you're new here, even though I don't have anyone new. We've been on live for like half a second. And let's get this thing moving. I was like, what the heck? That was me paying me. That's good stuff. Matt, did you want to bring up your account on your TikTok account on my TikTok live here? We can just have it in the guest box. That way people want to follow you that don't know you, they can make that easy on that side.
Yeah, unfortunately my main is down until Saturday.
Oh no.
But oh no.
You should get a better agent.
My main has the same problem that your main has, if you know what I mean.
Just constant, yeah.
Which is like that whole thing. But here I'm over on TikTok now, so I'll request up with my other account. So if you're on TikTok and you don't follow me, there we go, muted. If you're on TikTok and you don't follow me, click through and follow my main account. You can also find that in my my link tree.
There you go. Well, thank you guys so much. First of all, Mom, thank you so much for the swan starting that thing off real quick. I really appreciate that. That was very, very sweet. You know, if you guys are not familiar, this is Matt with politics, as he is known on the streets. I'm sure so many of you, especially people that are coming into my live early, already follow him. I'm already seeing a lot of comments about Dream Team coming through in the comments over here. Understandable. All right. There's not very many times when you get Matt Smarts and my good looks all in one live. So I completely understand that you guys are mesmerized. Try to keep it in your pants if you can, okay? But if you can't, If you can't, I understand that too. You know, like I understand. I totally get it. But we're gonna try to keep it PG. We're gonna try to keep it PG. I keep forgetting to turn that sound off. That is very annoying. I did an update and it turned that sound on, and it is very annoying.
I will not. Oh God. Yeah, no, just, and if you're wondering why I'm not showing as live on TikTok, it's because my main account, I'm not up on my main account. I'm up on my backup account, which is down here with Polly. I am up on the tube though. So if you folks are watching over there, and I've also put the number up just like this over on the tube. So for anyone watching with me, if you are watching me and you want to call in and talk to us, this number right up here will get you in to talk to Polly and I. Okay, I'll also pin it up in the chat.
Are you in my actually, Ari can do it. I saw Ari right here. I don't think she's on right now. Ari, if you could do me a favor, if you could jump in and put Matt's a link to Mac's page, or if any of my mods are in there that know Matt's page on the YTs over there. If you guys want to jump in the chat, throw that in there. We can pin it, and then that way people can people can follow Matt over on the YTs if they're not familiar with him. And I think that'll be a great way for people to be able to access your account over there.
Thank you.
Y'all, this is a abnormal night. I have been riding solo on lives, except for the occasional ones with Ari. Since I went completely solo. That was years ago. But I do want to start having better conversations with some other people out here. I want to start having some other great creators like Matt on here to have to help me with these conversations, and to give me someone to BS with too, to be completely honest with you, because sometimes these MAGAs are a little few and far between. It gets kind of sad. But with that said, if you still support Donald Trump, you can still join the guest request box. You can still call in the number that's above my head, and we can still have a conversation just like normal. Polly should not wear the pink Patriots hat. All right, so how about that? How about we take that off the table right off the bat? That was a one-time loss of a bet, and we will not be reliving those things, okay? Chargers had a great draft.
They did. We're all really happy. And what we're not going to talk about is anything happening with the Patriots and their personnel right now. That's not. No one needs to talk about any of that. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth, for the gift of the jewels. I appreciate you.
Like, I understand that we don't need to talk about all of it, but I do have to say the one funniest part of the whole situation for me is that she had a kid and named it Mike. There is no part that I don't care who you are,
I can't.
or what part of you, like, I don't get, like, you were having a 6-year affair and named your kid after the guy you were having an affair with. That is wild, dude. That is some wild stuff.
And then you're like, who do we know? What big football names do we know named Mike? Like, get the out of here. Out of here. Like, Diana, come on.
Yeah. Oh. First of all, if I'm her husband, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm divorcing her. Second of all, I'm saying Mike lives with you, right? Like
paternity test.
Yeah. Oh, paternity test for sure. But then when we split up kids, I take all the kids except for Mike. You have to take care of Mike. All right. I'm not taking care of a living reminder of your affair. I'm not going to do it.
Amazing.
I'm just not going to do it.
You're like, nope.
No,
negative.
Mike is no longer my kid. I don't care.
Oh, it's a terrible, awful.
Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny. I realized I didn't do 2 things actually before we started, which is okay. Those are easy things to fix. So one, yep, that's what I figured. I went and put the screen over here. I put the screen. So we're just gonna go ahead and oh my God, stop doing that. Sorry. OBS is funny sometimes. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take that, and we're gonna move it up. There we go. And then we're going to put it a little bit smaller, and we're going to put it right here. That way it covers up just the tippy tops of Matt's hair and just over my nipples. All right. So we're going to put that right there. And the second thing I need to do is to make sure that when I throw up super chats and super stickers and everything else that the wonderful guests here at the Polypolitics Live will throw up, like Mannix once says, can we talk about where the placenta comes from? Well, When a mommy and daddy love each other very much, okay, they, well, you know what, maybe we should leave that, maybe we should leave that to, some birds and the bees conversation. I don't know how old you are, Mannix, and maybe your parents haven't taught you these things yet, okay? And that's okay. You can get those to you. We can get those things later, all right? But thank you so very much, and thank you for sending us super chat, with so I can put this in the right spot, which looks like there. That all looks perfect. Beautiful. Wunderbar.
Anyone over on MyTube, as you guys are coming in, you can send me super chats as well. I won't be able to throw mine up on the screen like Polly does, but I promise you I will read them out for you like we normally do. Okay, so just as an FYI.
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds great. Yeah, make sure you guys are showing the support for both ways. Tully Kim said double shot. That's right. How did you two find each other? Tinder, actually. That's actually how that.
That's. I mean, you
I
know,
think that's accurate.
yeah, and Polly messaged me, and he just said, "Hey," and I like that. I was like, I appreciated the fact that he was for it, and I said, "Hey," back, and then it went from there, and you know, it's been great ever since.
Yep, this is pretty much nailed it. That's exactly how it worked. That's it. And then next thing you know, we're on air. You would think Grinder. You would think there's the problem with Grinder is there's too many Republicans on there. Okay, that's the issue. All right, you have to stay on Tinder because there's too many Republicans on Grinder.
100%.
And they're always being real weird about it, asking me to clean their clean their tires and stuff on their trucks with the like polishing their truck nuts and stuff. It's just it's just not my type. Not my type. Not my thing.
And then when you find out what the euphemism for clean my tires is, you're like, I'm out.
Actually, that's usually when I get in there, and then I wake up in a gutter the next day. It becomes a whole thing. But anyways, y'all, someone said truck nuts. That's hot. That's hot. I live in the panhandle of Florida. There is an exceptional amount of truck nuts. Okay, like there is an exceptional amount. All right. Usually, we get a lot of the people that vacation all through this area. And then you see a lot of what's it called, the Carolina, it's not the Carolina lean, is it? What's it called? He's up in the north. He don't know anything about this. What's it called? The someone's gonna say it in my chat in a second. But see, these northerners don't know anything about that. The Carolina squat. There it is. It's the Carolina squat. You don't know what the Carolina squat is?
No, I don't know what the Carolina squat is. What's the Carolina squat?
All right. Well, I'm gonna bring it up. We got a couple people in the guest request that we're gonna get to in just a second. So, but we have to show them the Carolina squat. I think that's just important.
While Polly pulls up the Carolina squad, I do need to address a couple of comments. No, Nemo and I didn't break up, and we're still absolutely doing shows here. Number one, Nemo isn't going to be on tonight. Number two is as soon as Polly and I are done, I'll be doing my regular show as soon as we're done. So we can all go over, and I'll be doing the regular show. But no, Nemo and I are still doing it. But Polly had asked me to do a co-host with him, and I was like, absolutely. And so it's just gonna bleed into like normal time, but it has nothing to do with like Nemo and I not working together or anything like that, guys. Everyone relax.
Everyone still loves Nemo. Everyone still loves Nemo.
Everything's fine.
So that's a Carolina squat.
Oh, okay. I mean, I know. Okay. I mean, I do know what it is. I guess I didn't know that was what it called. What?
Yeah, it's where you have the front like super lifted, right, and the back drop to the ground, right, and they usually add that with like truck nuts, and that's how you know that it's how you know that somebody has a tiny wiener. That pretty much that's how you. I mean that's how you know it down here. That's how we tell. It's usually our first, someone said they banned it. I don't know if they just didn't tell Florida that, because I saw one of those last week, to be completely honest with you.
Amazing.
Yeah, I saw one of those last week. So they sure as hell ain't banned down here. All right. Florida really kind of takes those things as kind of suggestions more than anything else. It's illegal in North and South Carolina. That makes sense. It's illegal. It's a Carolina squat. It's illegal in Carolina, but still legal in Florida. That actually
doesn't make it.
that makes complete sense actually in my head.
What are you guys doing down there? What the hell?
We don't know. Okay, and I'm scared. I don't know, and I'm scared. Okay.
I love it. It's amazing.
Florida's one. I think you were. I think I came onto your live that one day and talked to you about how Florida refused to ban marrying your first cousin here.
Right, you did. You mentioned that, which is insanity.
Did I tell you that even Ron DeSantis came out and had a and talked about it?
No, what did
Yeah,
he say?
even he came out and he was like, "Dude, like, we gotta ban, like, we can't be that state." Like, I know, like even Ron DeSantis was like, "Man, we gotta, like, please, like,
Guys, we're bad, but we're not that bad. Like,
we gotta separate ourselves from Alabama just a little bit, dude. Like, I don't." That's right. Yeah, that's his line, by the way. That's his line. Marrying his first cousin, giving his wife $10 million for her charity, totally okay. But that part not okay. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, we're gonna bring up a guest. We have Brian on the line. Speaking of Florida, I believe Brian's in Florida. Hi, Brian from Florida. How are you?
How's it going? I'm pretty good.
I'm
Yeah, it is interesting about Florida. Like we do treat everything at like suggestions.
Yeah, but I think we should not treat the whole marrying your first cousin thing as a suggestion, don't you?
Yeah.
You weren't too confident in that answer.
Well, it's funny you say that because my ex-wife was Turkish, and I didn't find out until after we were married that her parents were cousins. And it is very common in certain parts of the world to do that.
Okay, but does it have to be common here?
No, that's something we can probably agree on.
Oh shoot!
But
okay.
It's the idea here. I think with Republicans, it's more about individual liberty, and Democrats are more about equality and creating equality. And it's the struggle. That's the push and pull here. Is Democrats want equality and Republicans want individual liberty, and round we go. I was curious to hear what you guys thought about the recent Supreme Court decision, and I mean it's going to have huge implications because Democrats put so much stock into racial politics, and I think this creates a huge blow against it. I was curious what your guys' thoughts were.
Yeah, I don't understand how you're talking about a policy that was meant to correct inequality is putting racial things at the forefront, right? Because all it's doing is overturning a policy that said, hey, states pretty much that that have traditionally tried to take away the black vote, we've implemented policies to make sure that they can't do that. Well, now they can do that again. Now they can specifically, and they'll have much less restrictions on taking away the black vote in their states, right? I mean, Louisiana just today after that Supreme Court decision, right? They only had one, primarily black district in all of Louisiana, even though a third of Louisiana is black. Well, they paused their voting to make sure that they can get rid of that one black district. So why are you okay with disenfranchising 31% of black voters in Louisiana? How is that equality?
Well, because it doesn't factor in race, and they still get to vote. It's not like we're telling black people they can't vote.
No, we're telling them their
voting.
Vote doesn't matter.
Well, what I think should happen, and I think a good solution would be to create a grid, an even grid across the whole United States. No weird lines, but just a pure grid, and we have to agree on the size of the grid. But that's the only, I think, fair way to do it.
But hold on. But that, first of all, that is a complete pivot from what we were talking about. And let's be clear, the only states in the United States that are trying to do something that's close to that, because I don't have a huge disagreement with what you just said as far as the grid. Okay, but when it comes to states that are willing to put, groups in, like California, like Virginia was getting ready to do, that actually, like, private redistricting, right, where it's not partisan gerrymandering. You're still, wait, what? Caller, can you talk again?
Okay. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Speak again.
Yes, yes. Testing, testing.
What is going on here? Sorry. My friend down here can't hear you, and I want to make sure before we continue on this conversation that he can hear you. Sorry, it's my first day running on this setup over here, so I just want to make sure that he can hear you, because I'm sure he has a lot to actually say about what we're talking about right now too, and he can't hear you right now. So say something again.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Wow, you are really not coming through on that.
We did try it earlier. It was working.
Go ahead, say something again.
Him.
Can you hear that?
Testing, testing.
No.
Caller, talk again.
Testing, testing. Testing, testing. I'll keep it going.
Thank you. What is going on here?
Testing. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Donald Trump's the man.
Fair enough. If you're helping me, you can throw one or two of those in. I'll forgive you. If you're helping me out, I can deal with that.
That's cool. I appreciate that. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
This doesn't make any sense.
It really doesn't. It was working fine before.
Yeah, it was working 100% fine, and I literally copied the sources, and I can hear him just fine, but he's not showing up on the sources that he should be showing up from. That is crazy.
Yeah, I was having an issue earlier today with my microphone, but not on this. I'm on my phone here.
Oh, and I just caused an echo somehow.
Yeah, whatever you did put me back on the echo.
Well, shoot.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. I'll keep
like
saying
Bill
that.
O'Reilly. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Do it
I don't.
live. Fucking thing stinks.
It's not a caller issue. It's a.
No.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Man, I'm gonna create a new room.
Okay.
I'm gonna create a room. I'll send you a link.
Yeah, no worries.
Play us out. What's that mean, to play us out?
Sorry, y'all. We tested all of this earlier, like literally all of this, and it all worked just fine. And then all of a sudden, now it's just completely not working, which is very frustrating.
You want me to hang up?
No, stay on the line, man. You're actually, like I said, you actually being here is actually kind of helpful, because it makes it easier for me to see what's going on, because I could see that everybody else could hear you, but for some reason it wasn't going through on this.
On his end, is it like maybe he needs to turn on his headphones or something? Is it that simple?
No.
Like...
I can see like his audio input, and it's not even showing up on his audio input. It's very strange. Yeah. Which it 100% should be.
Right.
Yeah, which it 100% should be. Very, very weird. Well, it's okay, y'all. When we do new things like this, sometimes we run into issues. That's all good. Now, how did I cause another echo? See, this is where I'm mad now, because now I caused another echo somehow.
A good solution usually I find with technical stuff is like, this is so stupid, but just turning it off and turning it back on again.
No, because with this one, I am doing that, and it's not working. It with what's going on over here. I gotta say, this is Trump's fault. He's trying to take me down. It's weird.
Well, when you're distracted, you're a much more pleasant person to talk to.
Oh, I'm pleasant all the time.
I'm doing a test. I'm sorry. Does Matt connected to Colin's studio? Because that might be the issue.
He's not connected to Colin's studio. We were running audio through something else, and it's through the studio that he was in. and it just stopped showing up.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Huh. Interesting. I don't even know. We tested all of this earlier. That's crazy. We lost sound. Now you guys can't hear me? Holy crap. Can you guys hear me now?
I can hear you.
No, the guest couldn't hear me. You can hear me. The guest couldn't hear me. I clicked off something. Can you guys hear me now? All right, cool. Can you hear the call? Oh, whoever was in there. Here, Brian, I'm going to drop you down. I'm going to bring in my call screener real quick. Feel free to call back once I get this thing fixed, okay?
Sounds good. Bye.
All right. Oh, you're already in here. Oh, goodness. I just did something I didn't mean to do. All right. Can you guys hear me now? Everybody he sounded perfect just then. All right, cool. I don't know what is going on. Hi. Sorry. Is this who's screening for me right now?
This is Fiona. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. Hey, Fiona.
The biggest issue I have is I'm not hearing the co-host in call-in studio. That might be the issue. And
they can, and the co-host can't hear them either. That's the problem. That's the exact issue. I wonder if I can do it. Why am I not seeing that? Why am I not seeing what I want here? Why am I not seeing what I want here? All right. Is that it? Say something, Fiona?
What's that?
No. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. All right. Well, I don't know what's going on, y'all. I tested the shit out of this. We tested all of this. We tested all of this prior to coming on. It should all be working. I made sure it was working. We went through all of it, and I don't know what's going on, y'all. So I'm very sorry. You want your money back? You can get your money back. That's okay. I forgive you. I can get you your money back. I know it's something simple. It's something dumb that I just don't have clicked on. Or something. I don't know. It's something dumb that I don't have clicked on. Fiona, can you say something again?
Come again?
Nope, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. No, it's not, guys. The caller, the guest isn't even in right now. I don't even have Matt in here right now, so I could try to, because I don't even need Matt in here. I can see that it's not working. You know, I can see it. I can see that it's not working. That's frustrating.
If there was a way to split your audio into call-in studio as your input, but I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, so I can bring Matt in on call-in studio if I really needed to. But I was trying to avoid doing that because there's a little lag when it does that. Because everybody else is hearing. Ari had issues yesterday and fixed it. Well, first of all, I set up all of Ari's audio systems. So, yeah. I set up all of Ari's audio and she's using a different system than I am. So, not sure that's going to quite help. But thank you guys. Appreciate it. She fixed it live using a different audio system and a different call-in system. Goodness. Well, it doesn't make any sense. It truly, truly, truly doesn't make any sense at all. It truly, truly, truly doesn't make any sense at all. I don't know what to do.
I know when we've had issues with the line, we just have the other person call in because call-in studio's wacky like that. So.
Yeah, it's just I have it running to a full mixer, and that mixer shouldn't care where the audio is coming from or where it's going to. It shouldn't care at all, right? It's picking up a phone mix. You're showing up on that mix, so it should be working. Like it shouldn't. And this isn't even a call-in studio problem. It's not a call-in studio issue. It's completely a VDO Ninja issue, which is annoying. Because call-in studio is working exactly how it's supposed to be. Like I can see it coming into the mixer. I can see it coming into the mixer. And it's not.
Yeah, you're getting the input to call-in studio, but not the output is what I'm seeing.
I'm seeing the outputs. Like I'm seeing the outputs on my mixer. Like I can see every time you talk, I can see the outputs on my mixer. Like no, not a problem.
And is it fed back? That's the thing.
It's fed into the other source, and that I'm using that exact audio source. Like I can see it going into that audio source and it's still not picking it up for some reason, which is super strange. I don't know. Hit it with something? I could hit it with something. We could do that all day. That's easy stuff. I like hitting things with things. Oh goodness, master gain, separate. Huh? Hammer time. Ow. All right. Okay, well, I don't really know what to do. I'm on the call line. I can hear everyone. I can everyone just fine. Yeah. That's not the problem. The problem is that when Matt was here, he couldn't hear anyone. That's the problem. All right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Ari. We have a backup problem. We have a backup thing that I was already trying to. I had a backup idea that I already had, but I was trying not to use it because I really didn't want to. But there is a backup thing that we can probably do. It's still just weird, but we'll have him go through call-in studio. We'll have. It didn't, Wolvie. I can see. I don't need to bring him back up to see that it's not working. I don't need to bring him back up to see that it's not working. Unfortunately. So I just sent him a link. Matt should jump back in a second. 2 tin cans in a string. Perfect. It'll probably work better than what we're doing right now. Probably work better than what we're doing right now. All right, Vion, I'm going to drop you back to the screening room. I'm going to see if I can get Matt back in here. I appreciate you.
Oh, not a problem. I know we have one waiting, and I just was waiting to screen it.
Yeah. I'm going to bring Matt in through call-in studio for the night, and then I guess I'll try to fix this later. I'll bring him in as a host, so he should be able to hear everything.
Oh, perfect.
Or as a screener, I mean, so he can hear everything. Okay, cool. I didn't even, what do you mean, too soon for what? No, I'm not. It's not, dude, I would rather do it on these nights when I have a late start and it's a weird day anyway. I would rather have things screwing up on a late night start than one where I have like a 4-hour freaking live planned. You know what I'm saying? This is because we can fix this and keep going. We can fix this and keep going. What? All right, well, we have Matt's face back up there. He still can't hear the callers, but that's okay. We're gonna have to bring you in through call-in studio. You can join as a screener over there, right?
hearing you through VOD video.
You are hearing me through?
I'm only hearing you through. I pulled you up on TikTok.
I'm so confused. Sorry.
Yeah, it's strange. You're not coming through here. You didn't mute yourself there or anything like that, right? No, or change that
On
input or output.
Oh shoot. I'm not. No, my voice isn't coming through. Yeah.
Oh. No, I got you.
Yeah, you sound you sound robotic now. Whatever I did to fix that earlier, I screwed that up now. Yep, I fixed that earlier and now that's gone. I don't even remember what I did to fix that.
We're both wearing headphones. I don't know if you could tell.
Check. Matt, just jump into Call-In Studio. You'll be able to hear me there. So, and then I'll just mute everything through here. Where'd you go? I lost him. I lost him. Oh, there he is.
The call-in thing tried to take it over, but I fixed it. So
you're good. You're good. I don't see you in here, but you're good.
Headphone. I'm joining up. I'm trying to figure out which way I need to do this with the audio to make sure that it's right. So
yeah, I'm gonna cut all of his sound off here as soon as he joins in over on this other spot. So you won't hear any of it anymore. It'll get completely shut off. Guys, we know the audio's not right. We're good. I hear him being robotic too, okay? I had this all fixed and then everything screwed up and I think I misclicked something someplace, which screwed it all up, unfortunately, which sucks. It
happens. It happens, guys.
It does.
And I've got you. You should cut your audio off to me.
I'm gonna cut off everything as soon as you tell me you're in the other room. Sorry.
I'm in. Oh yeah, I'm in.
Oh, okay.
I'm in the screener. So.
Okay. Can you hear me all right now?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, and you sound clear. Can everyone hear Matt? Everyone can hear Matt? All right. Well, it looks like this is the way we're going to do it for the day until I can fix the rest of this stuff, which is unfortunate that, we got to do it this way, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Hey, we got a bunch of callers stacked up while we've been trying to get this thing going. I'll fix these other issues later. We can fix these other issues later, huh? So, sorry for the delay. Really appreciate that. Incredible Stan, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Said, Dim's better gerrymander the blue states to the limit. I don't care anymore. I agree. We should do it. We should gerrymander the living shit out of it. All right, we're going to jump in on somebody and get to a conversation. So I hope you guys are having a good one. Hello, how are you?
Good. So because of the racial districting, you think you should gerrymander things now? I'm curious.
Hey. Hello, how are you?
Good.
All right.
So you
when
think
we no.
gerrymandering is a good combatant to
All right, we're gonna try
the
this a third
racial
time.
districting?
We're gonna try this again. Hello, how are you?
Excellent.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a wonderful day. How old are you?
Oh, I am. I'm having a wonderful 50.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Absolutely. 100%.
All right. Awesome. Now, before you come out just yelling at people, all right, you should try to have some decorum, right? Try to treat.
You're having some technical difficulties. I couldn't tell when I was actually on or not. You just keeps cutting out.
Well,
So
that's a
I thought
lie
you were trying to
because the
debate.
call-in studio tells you when you're on with the caller, when you're on the screen.
It
So
did
that's a
beep,
lie
and then you
because it
started
literally
talking, and I heard the previous thing that you were saying.
It literally beeps and tells you.
You're the one that's having problems.
Here,
I don't think you understand the problems
you're the one
actually
that's
having.
No, so no matter how many sound problems I have, there's no excuse for a 50-year-old man to just jump on and be like, so you
Dude,
think
all you do is
gerrymandering
talk down
is
to people because you're a fucking gay-tard. You're gay as shit, bro, and you talk down to everybody.
No, sir, I only talk down to people who don't know how to act like adults. If you want to come on acting like a fucking 50-year-old man, if you wanted to act like a 50-year-old man, then we wouldn't be having this problem. But instead, you wanted to act like Donald Trump over here, and you just wanted to go, Pauline, gerrymandering. I don't know what to. Oh, I'm so sad about gerrymandering. Sir, if you would just come up and just said hello, then I would be more than happy to talk to you about gerrymandering. Actually, I was just talking to that last guest about how much I wanted to talk about gerrymandering. Like, I was literally said that to the last guy. I was like, man, I'm really sad that you have to leave because I really did want to talk about gerrymandering. That's something that I really, really was interested in, sir. But you're gonna have to act like you don't count your age by saying I'm this many in order for me to have a conversation with you, because I don't have conversations with children. Okay, sir, your volume is turned so far down that neither me nor anyone else on this fucking live has a clue of what you're saying, because I do not have the patience to have my first caller whining like a child. So if you would like to get a hold of yourself, maybe call your therapist, get some better help, then maybe we can go and have a conversation. But if you're just gonna crash out like this the second you get on a live, then I'm just gonna move on to the next person. Maybe I can find a 19-year-old whose balls have dropped that have a little bit more maturity than you. Nope, you're still whining. See, now I turned you down to 0. Have you calmed down yet?
Polly, he's not 50 years old. He's 60 months. He's 600 months old. Yeah, that's all
We're still gonna count him as months. Okay, cool. Like this is crazy, dude. Like as a 50-year-old man, you should be able to have it. To 2 grown men, you should be able to come up and have a conversation. It's really, really not that difficult, sir. But it sounds like you want to talk about gerrymandering. Is that what you would like to talk about? Oh, he left. He ran away.
He ran away.
Not very surprising. Not very surprising. Guys, like people are always so funny. They're like, "Oh, Polly doesn't let anyone talk." Polly lets everyone talk. If you just come up acting like you have more than 2 brain cells fighting for third, if you just come up just screaming at me, then I'm gonna let Donald Trump, my favorite little Donald Trump toy, I'm gonna let my Donald Trump toy scream back at you. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. All right, I'm not gonna do it.
Just so you know, I'm getting an echo on my voice through the call screener thing. I know.
Okay.
I know.
I don't even know how I could deal with that during the show. I don't even know if I can. Let's see. Microphone, phone mix. That's okay. We're about to bring up another caller. Keep this thing going. Let's see. Phone mix. God, I'm afraid if I shut that off, then... Hold on. Actually, maybe. Are you echoing still?
Check. Nope. No echo.
All right.
Nice work.
Bro, I am putting it on my resume from here on out. Professional audio technician. All right.
We're gonna keep it there, kids. So let's keep it there. Let's roll. Let's go.
Keep trying. We're gonna keep going. Hello, how are you?
How you doing? Good evening.
Good evening. How old are you?
33.
Awesome. You still support Trump?
Absolutely.
Awesome. What's on your mind, man?
Okay. Well, first off, you're controlling your channel today like like Biden controlling the country. You have no control right now with the audios and all this stuff.
Bro, is it like is this like whiny Thursday? Is that what we're doing here? What is going on here, bro? Like, is this just everybody's just coming up here to fucking cry? Like, it's fine. Like, do I just need to like just move on to the next caller already? Like, is there a sign up here that says like, is this like a sign up here that says like Polly and Matt's daycare service for children that still wear diapers and support Trump? Like, what are we doing?
Well, just like in Minnesota, all those daycares and everything, those fake daycares.
No, I mean the real daycare you should be at. Did you ever see that? Did you ever see that? I think it was a Shane Gillis skit where they had like the adult daycare for like that uncle you don't like.
Yep, absolutely. I don't know. I was wondering. I wanted to ask the caller if he attended.
You're the only one that laughed at
if he attended the Center for Kids Who Don't Read Good.
Well, anywho, how do you like when all these Democrats they went against kings the whole time, and then King Charles comes over there, standing ovation.
No idea what you're even talking about.
I don't, what
King Charles when he visited the White House.
Yeah. Do you
King
know
Charles, Queen Camilla?
Yeah. Do you know the difference between King Charles and?
Hello?
And yeah, do you know the difference between King Charles and someone else?
Yeah. Look.
Oh, I guess the caller's maybe not hearing me. Caller's not hearing me.
You're not. You're saying you weren't in the room. Now they can hear you.
What's that? Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, caller.
No,
can
I'm
you hear
saying
me?
when King Charles came.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know King Charles, right?
Yes,
Came
caller.
to visit us.
Yes, caller. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
What's that?
Again.
You can hear me? No.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear me.
I was afraid when I stopped your echo
can you hear me now?
That I created
We're not doing the same thing that Ben. You can't hear me? Can't hear no. No.
This is fucking almost comical. This is great.
It is pretty funny. And now I'm getting the echo again.
I know, because in order for you to hear you, in order for him to hear you.
That's weird.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And he's not even in here anymore. He left, which I'm not really sad about.
It's fine.
Which I'm not really sad about. Yeah, anyways, we had this all figured out. Everything was fucking working.
It's you know what? It's fine. I can deal with it. Let's just go.
I'm trying to. I think we have Brian back on. I can just bring Brian straight back up. Brian was the first guy that was on when we were talking earlier.
Yeah, how's it going, guys? Can you hear me?
Yep.
I hope everybody can hear him. Can you hear Matt?
Hello.
I can hear him.
Okay. So anyways, you were talking something about gerrymandering before we got off the phone.
Yeah, I mean, a huge decision. And I think Democrats have been relying on this, I think, for a huge chunk of their votes. And even if I think 12 is the number of seats that my understanding, and you guys might, I'm sure, be able to correct me if I'm wrong, but if 12 seats, leave the Democrats and then go to the Republicans, that's a huge swing right there. And we talked about the idea of maybe a grid system, which would actually help Republicans more, probably. But
no, it
I think there's a fair way to go about it, and I think the Supreme Court hit on that today or yesterday or whenever this was, by saying that it's not constitutional to create districts based on race as a primary factor. And I think that's right, because they still do get votes.
It
not
didn't
based.
overturn Article 2 of the Voting Rights Act, right? Which actually says that all it did was say that there's a higher burden of proof now to prove that something is racial discrimination when it comes to the voting maps, right? So for forever, if somebody could specifically try to outline gerrymandered districts to take out black voters or to put all black voters in one thing in order to, disenfranchise them, then you could take them to court and you could sue them and you could say, hey, this is illegal. Well, they just said, well, the bar is now higher for that, right? So it's going to be more difficult to do that. What it's essentially saying is what they can do is say, hey, we're not just freaking disenfranchising black voters, we're just disenfranchising Democrats. And by doing that, they can completely take the black vote completely out. They don't have to abide by it whatsoever. And all it's doing is it's taking, again, what people fought, what people died for, what people, what all of the civil rights movement things that people did to try to give black people some type of a fair shake, which is nowhere near there yet, right? It's nowhere near at the spot it should be, right? But it has improved, since the Voting Rights Act had been passed. It's improved, right? But it was just like Ruth Bader Ginsburg said, like in the 2013 ruling, where they already were trying to chip away at this. And they're like, oh, well, things have improved. And she was like, yeah, things have improved because of the Voting Rights Act. And the second when you take that away, it's just going to start reverting back the other way. And we see that, right? We see that already they were like, nope. Louisiana was immediately like, hey, you know how we have one piece of black representation in Louisiana for the 33% black vote? We are immediately going to get rid of that.
Yeah. Well, not only that, you're going to see all these states, based on that ruling, redistrict their states, because I think Democrats for such a long period of time were outwardly saying that we're doing this because of race. And I don't think we should live in a society like that where we divide each other and assume that people of a certain race think a certain way. There's cultural similarities, but other than that, people are independent. People are free to vote how they want to vote.
Sir, if that was the case, if it had nothing to do like that, then why does Louisiana again have 33% black, yet one district that actually is represented by a black person? Why? If that was the case where it was just everybody's free and everybody's independent and we can just all make it even, like we all live in a utopia, none of this matters anymore, everything's fair, then why do we see consistent and systematic disenfranchisement of black representation in Congress?
Well, it shouldn't happen in either case. It shouldn't,
You're right. It shouldn't happen. It should happen, but it does happen. And what this Supreme Court ruling is saying is like, we see that it does happen, but since it shouldn't happen, we're going to pretend like it doesn't happen and completely disenfranchise all the people that were helped by it.
Well, what they're doing is they're taking away the race component, and black folks were getting outsized power because of that. I mean, in my entire lifetime, and I think for a lot of people's entire lifetimes, black folks have been given an advantage in a lot of things, and our society loves black folks. I love black folks.
In what?
They're integral to our society.
What advantage do they have? Please go ahead and tell us all of the advantages that they have. Go.
Well, until recently, they could get into college a lot easier.
That's bullshit.
I think
how could they get into college easier?
Movement dedicated to the
How
race.
could they get into college easier? Start there.
They do. They have lower standards.
That's not
on
true.
Test scores.
That's not true.
Absolutely is. This has been adjudicated to the Supreme
What is?
Court.
Wait, hold on. Time out. You just said that they had lower standards on test scores.
Correct.
Prove that.
No, it was already proven. The Supreme Court ruled on it, and that's why they can't do it anymore in college admissions. They
because
can't factor race in.
What's the number?
Obsessed with
race. What's the number? What's the number one thing that affects test scores?
Intelligence.
Wrong.
Really?
Correct. We have you seem to have read the study. It didn't seem like you read all of it. Matt, what's the number one things that affects test scores, like SAT scores in the United States?
Jeez, could it be poverty level?
Boom, 100%. It
Jeez.
is. It
Oh,
is the
wow.
amount
It's
of
almost like
money
I
you
read
make.
that.
Yeah, it's like if you can pay for getting a private tutor, if you can pay for individual test prep, then you do better. Which means that what happens is when Black people who have been systematically and systemically disenfranchised from money through things like redlining, when they're taken out from that, then they aren't able to afford things, which means that black kids who were smarter than their white counterparts weren't able to get in those colleges because they couldn't afford to pay for all the things that their white counterparts could. Sorry, Matt, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you didn't.
You're
And
totally
that's
right.
not, but that's
and
not
they
lowering.
corrected the wrong. They corrected the wrong by actually doing another wrong. Two wrongs don't make a right. Just because it was wrong before and they had a rough shape.
Okay, so you agree with reparations. So you agree with reparations.
I would have it immediately after slavery. I think that would have been fair, but it didn't happen, and we don't live in that world.
We absolutely do. So what you're saying is that if something bad happens, then down the road, the people who are still directly affected by that, the thing that we've just pointed out to you has a direct A to B.
They're indirectly affected.
No, it's not indirectly affected. That's literally direct.
It's literally not, because they didn't live back then.
No, what I'm pointing out to you is the effect is direct. The effect.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. We just pointed out to you that test scores are related to poverty. Poverty is related to the fact that we had Jim Crow laws and Reconstruction fell apart right after the Civil War.
Do you think intelligence has something to do with that as well?
Nope.
You're saying there's one driver in test scores, and that's poverty.
It's the main driver in test scores. Absolutely.
Well, the main driver in a test score is intelligence. That's why we take
tests
in the first place. It's because it measures intelligence.
So let me ask you a question. So do you think, somebody that does not have had horrible schools, is super, super intelligent, but had really bad schools due to the place that they were forced to be lived in, had really bad teachers, had bad curriculums, were not given any of the things they needed to be able to actually learn, had no test prep, no nothing, and were just handed a test. Do you think that person has a better chance of doing well on the test, or somebody with a slightly lower IQ, but was given all the answers to the test before they went?
No, I think the person who fights for their meal.
No. I'm not asking you to give me a different question. I'm asking you to answer mine. If somebody was given the answers to the test, but they were less intelligent than somebody else, who would be better, more likely to take? I'll give you an example, right? Let's just hypothetically say that I'm more intelligent than you, significantly. If I just was given a test on something that I was never prepped for, right? But you were given all of the answers to the test prior to taking it, who do you think would do better on the test?
The person who has the answers in front of them.
Correct. So when you have wealthier white people who are given tutors, given all the curriculum, giving all the answers to the test, then that is the larger advantage over the Black people who have been put in situations due to redlinings, due to property taxes paying for schools, due to schools that were systemically disenfranchised, that didn't have the money, that did not have the curriculums, did not have the funding, had buildings that were falling apart, that were put in fucking pretty much ghettos, right? Those kids, no matter how fucking intelligent you were in those fucking schools, you were disadvantaged over the people that were given all the answers. And so you just did. You just agreed to the hypothetical, which means you already pre-agreed to this argument before I said it, sir. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If you're denying it, then you're just purposely being ignorant because you already agreed to the hypothetical.
Well, I don't think that that's an actual application of real life. Just because someone has money doesn't mean that they get a higher test score. There is an intelligence component, and I think the biggest component is intelligence. And I don't think, I think in my entire adult lifetime, and even before then, and I think probably 20 years before that, Black folks have been put on a pedestal where struggle is rewarded. And there's a reason that baseball players put weights on their bats. It's so that when they actually come up to the plate and swing, they knock it out of the park.
Yeah, that's fucking cute. Here's Harvard, the Harvard Gazette study saying that the #1 driver of test scores and SATs and ACTs is wealth. Harvard is saying it.
Harvard is also the college that got smacked down by the Supreme Court for having racist admissions.
Oh, you want more?
So
I mean, I can give you about 100 more. Here's a University of Pennsylvania.
We know how the schools are. We know
you want University of Pennsylvania? How about University of Pennsylvania?
That's an Ivy League school. I mean, these are.
Matt, we lost you. Is your mic muted?
Yeah, Polly. How about the Brookings study?
Yep.
That shows that kids who don't get breakfast and lunch, right? Those kids, what happens to them as relates to their school performance, Polly? Is it higher or lower?
If you don't get food, it's significantly lower. Yeah.
So what you're saying is that poverty is directly related to how well you do in school. That's amazing.
I don't say that. I think intelligence is a bigger driver.
No one cares what you say, sir. We have studies that actually back up what we're saying by reputable academic institutions. What do you have that would back up what you're saying?
Well, the fact, what's the purpose of a test?
No, sir, I asked you, what studies do you have that back up your information?
I'll get you there, but I got to walk you
great.
there.
No, I want it right now. We want it now before we move forward, because trust me, bro, doesn't really count here.
No, I'll have to walk you there, but you're going to have to walk.
No, you don't need to walk us anywhere. What studies have been done that prove your point?
My point. So
wait, no. What studies have been done that prove your point, sir?
So you're asking for a study that proves that tests are meant to measure intelligence.
No.
And that they effectively do that.
Tests aren't meant to measure intelligence. Stop. Tests aren't measured.
We've been doing it through the course of time. And we continue to do it through the course of time as a way of measuring merit.
Stop. Tests aren't meant to measure intelligence. Tests are meant to measure. Sir, you have to stop
talking dog walked,
because you just said something stupid.
Because you can't talk.
Okay, bud. Anyways, you're the one who just said that tests are meant to measure intelligence. Okay?
Yes, they are. That's
wrong.
Why we have tests.
Tests are meant to measure knowledge. Tests measure how much you can retain. That's what tests are meant to measure. They're not measuring intelligence, you fucking idiot.
And how come you're looping in poverty? How come not raw intelligence is not the driving factor? It's like you're running away from this idea that it's so self-evident that tests are meant to measure aptitude, skill, intelligence, and merit. Okay, it's not about race. And as long as you coddle black people and tell them that
it's funny how the first word you said is aptitude. What does aptitude have to do with it? Hey, it's funny how you said aptitude is the first thing. What is aptitude?
What is aptitude? I mean, I think you know based on the context of what I said that I know what the word aptitude means.
No, I don't.
A Merriam-Webster's
sure we can
definition for you. Okay. Let's look up what the word aptitude means.
That's okay. I can pull it up. It's a lot quicker. Aptitude is ability or talent or potential to acquire specific skills or knowledge. Yeah. So if somebody is taking a test based off of a specific skill or knowledge, and they're given the answers to the test on that specific skill or knowledge, they're able to retain that information. That is all it is, sir.
Happening.
It's a retention thing. It has nothing to do with intelligence. We have what do you mean it's called cheating?
Yeah,
what do you mean it's called cheating? Oh, yes, sir. I am very aware that rich white people continually cheat on SAT scores. Yeah, I can completely agree to that. If you want to be exactly, Asian people actually tend to have a very high level of doing that also, but that's because, that's a whole different thing, sir.
All the white people in your class were given the answers, right? And that's why they did better than you?
Well, no,
actually, they had the answers on the
actually
test.
For me, sir, I went to an all-white school pretty much. So actually, I went to, actually, sir, actually, sir, I was advantaged enough to go to a pretty much all white private school. So I'm in a different situation, right? I wasn't disadvantaged like that. But see, unlike you, I have the ability to see past my advantage, right? I have the ability to see, right, that I went to a very overwhelmingly white private Christian school, okay, where we were given the answers to the test. And I'm also have the ability to see that a whole bunch of other people that I very much grew up in
What do you
very
mean
close
giving
proximity
the
to.
answer to
I'm
the
talking.
test?
Did you not hear me? Do you not have
What
the
do you mean
aptitude
by
to hear
that?
what? Do you not have the aptitude
No,
to hear that I'm in the middle of a
I have
sentence?
to stop you because I
No,
don't
you
know what
don't
you
have to
mean by
stop me. You
giving
don't have to
answers
stop
to
me
the
at all.
test.
You don't have to stop me even a little bit. Again, you're not going to, and I'm going to continue my sentence,
Well, if
okay?
you want to have a dialogue, that's
I would
what
like to have a dialogue.
is.
Your dialogue starts when my sentence is finished, okay?
I'll let you go, but you're not having a conversation. Keep an open mind.
Okay. When I want your opinion next, I will shove my hand up your ass and move your mouth for it, okay?
That's bizarre and odd.
Perfect. Thank you.
For you
I
to
really
say that.
appreciate it. What I was saying, sir, is I have the ability, okay, to look at people that are disadvantaged and see, because they were very close friends of mine, where I had very, 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 very intelligent friends of mine who were never, ever given the tools to succeed. Okay, that's what I'm saying, is that I have
Bullshit.
friends that very much fit that. They were never given the tools to succeed. And a lot of them
They never
still
had a
did
computer.
succeed. And a lot of them still did succeed. And that's what's even amazing, is that black people in this country, even though they weren't given the tools, even though they weren't given the answers to the test, even though they weren't given all of the things that white people are given in this country, were above and beyond, go above and beyond to still out-succeed most fucking white people in this country when given the chance. Kamala Harris is a perfect example of that, right? Where when you are not given those tools and you still rise above all of that shit and you're still given it, but it doesn't change the facts.
Exactly. It does.
It does.
change because you don't
I'm
need
talking.
it. That means you don't need it.
Sir, talk
You don't
again
need
while
any
I'm
of it.
talking.
You don't need any of this coddling because you can do it.
I'm muting him for the rest of this because I'm freaking getting tired of hearing him cut me off. What you're saying is, hey, I know you're all disadvantaged and I know you come from a place where you are way behind everybody else, and it's systemic the way that that happens. The government is going out of their fucking way to make sure that you're fucking set behind everybody fucking else. And what you're fucking saying is, good, that gives you the chance to come from behind. And you know what I say to that, sir? Fuck you. That's what I fucking say to that. Because you guys are so fucking afraid, okay? You guys are so afraid of giving black people a fair shot in this fucking country because you know if for half of motherfucking second you give black people a fair shot in this country, they're going to walk all over your fucking ass because you're too fucking stupid to keep up. Black people are smarter, they are fucking stronger, they are fucking more resilient, and they are fucking more inventive than you will ever be. And if for any fucking second, for half a fucking second, you give them an even fucking playing field, you become completely irrelevant, which is where you should have been from the fucking start. Completely irrelevant. It's just a bunch of fucking mediocre, less than fucking mediocre fucking white men who think that they're fucking special because they were given the keys to the kingdom and they just fuck it up every goddamn second they have a fucking chance to. Every single second they get, you guys have been running this fucking country for 250 years and all you've done is disenfranchise people, set us fucking backwards and make us fucking, what, 26th in fucking education? Fucking 28th on the freedom index in the world? You guys have done fucking nothing. 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 And that's why you have to overturn things in the Voting Rights Act. That's why you have to do that, because white fucking people in Louisiana are seeing, the black people are fucking starting to fucking come up again. They're starting to show that they're better than us. And now we have to fucking go and shove them right back down. We have to start bringing back Jim Crow era fucking laws because we can't fucking handle where that they're fucking coming up. We had a black vice president. We had a black president. We can't fucking be handling this. We need to shove them back down where you white people think you belong, and that's what fucking Stephen Miller wants. My apologies.
You're off the deep end, buddy. You're talking, racial, supremacy BS, and the fact is you've got your hand on their throat and you've got your thumb on the scale of their success, and there's no way that they can get out of that. as long as you coddle them and you put them in a position
Oh,
where they
shut
can
the
never
fuck
know
up.
the glory
Shut the
of full
fuck up.
achievement. Because as
Holy
long as you got
shit.
DEI,
Shut the fuck up, dude. Coddling them. Fucking, oh, you're coddling them. You're shut the fuck up, dude. Seriously, you racist piece of shit. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? No one's fucking coddling them. No one has coddled black people for the existence of any fucking black person that is alive on this fucking planet. Not from my great grandma to my fucking daughter. Not a single black person is coddled in this fucking country. Are you the exact opposite? That's why they have to be as resilient. That's why they have to be as fucking strong as they fucking are, because they have no fucking choice.
Polly, unmute him for a second. I have a question for him.
Pain and suffering. You're appropriating the pain and
caller,
suffering
I have a question
of people.
for you. Caller, I have a question
Go
for
ahead.
You. Great.
This guy is
Caller,
appropriating
just shut the fuck
pain
up
and
and answer
suffering
my
of
question.
people.
Just stop
He has
whining.
nothing
Just
to
stop
do with.
whining. Just stop whining. Answer my question.
What
What happened
Let's
on
hear your
June
bullshit
1st,
question.
1921?
Say, what about 1921?
What happened on June 1st of 1921?
Go ahead and tell me, asshole.
Wait, you don't know?
No, I don't. Go ahead
Well,
and
then
tell
guess
us, you
what?
fucking bad faith piece of
We
shit.
still haven't
Go ahead and
gotten
tell me.
over fucking racism in this country, you stupid fucking moron. Because I bet Polly knows what happened on June 1st in 1921 in Oklahoma.
Yeah, was he there? Was he there? Who gives a fucking shit about the date? Tell me about what we're talking about.
In this
you
country
bad faith asshole.
Oh, I'm a bad faith asshole?
I just
you don't even know what the
Polly
fuck
and
you're
fried
talking
him
about.
and flipped him over on both sides.
What's that, bud?
He's got. I just fried Polly.
No, you didn't. Okay, number one, you literally just proved to I don't know how many people are watching on the tube on your side, but at least 1,200 people over here that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Because I just referenced the Tulsa race massacre that occurred on June 1st, the May 31st, June 1st, 1921.
Black Wall
which
Street.
Literally decimated one of the wealthiest black communities in all of American existence. It was bombed. Okay? That happened 100 years ago. Not 200 years ago, not 160 years ago. It happened 100 years ago. There are still people alive when that happened. They were alive when that happened. And there are people who are the children and grandchildren of those people. And the folks in Oklahoma, the direct descendants of those people, they're not going to get reparations for that because the people in Oklahoma decided, oh, no. We're not going to get direct money. We're not going to give it to them. We'll put some money back into redeveloping the neighborhoods, but we won't repay you for the immense wealth that we denied all of you people. And the fact that you don't even know that it happened proves our point.
What I think is sad,
anybody.
What I think is sad, Matt, really, I think is the most sad thing in the world is people like this guy, right? They want to pretend like all of this like horrible racist shit in our past is really that far in our past. Okay? Like it was so far in US history. My grandma was born in 1940. Okay? My grandma was born in 1945, excuse me, 1945. Okay, she's still alive. Middle of freaking Jim Crow. My great grandma, who was alive, who didn't pass away until I was 18 years old. Okay, was I believe born in 1912. I think it was 1912. Was alive. Okay, for this happening, right? My great grandma on my father's side lived in right outside of Shreveport, Louisiana. Was here for all of that shit. They talked to me about this stuff. The people that were alive for this stuff, the amazing black people who were alive for these things, they aren't far gone. They were the people that fucking raised me. Okay? They're the people that fucking raised me. Okay? They remember when these fucking things happened. Okay? And then we're going to sit around here and pretend, Okay, like, oh, black people are being coddled. Oh, they just need to get over it. Oh, they just need to forget. All right, they need to forget about the entire Civil Rights Act, the entire Civil Rights movement. That was only 60 years ago. Okay, like the Voting Rights Act, Civil Rights Act was signed 20 years before I was born. Okay, like nothing.
My parents were alive before we had the Civil Rights Act. They were 7 years old.
Mine too.
Before that was signed.
Mine too.
Like,
yep.
That's insane.
Yep, because my mom was born in 1960. So was alive for that happening. And you're acting like, oh, they just need to get over it. They just need to get over it. They just need to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. While Republicans and people like this literally do everything in their power to make sure that systemically within America, black people are that we go right back. That's when Donald Trump says "Make America Great Again." That's what he means. That's what he means. He wants to go back to that shit.
But Polly, they're the same people that never want you to forget about the Confederacy, which lasted for 4-ish years, roughly 5 total, maybe if you want to really stretch it. They never want you to forget about that. They'll bring it up all the fucking time. They haul out the flags, and they're like, "Look, the North did this to us. The North did this to us." Oh, and they'll bitch and moan about that.
Yep.
But they're like, "Oh, no, get over this thing that's been happening for 400 years."
Man, you go to the same schools that I go to. You have the same opportunities, and it's absolutely pathetic.
No, they don't. No, they don't. And I've already explained that. And I've already explained that, sir. And I've already explained that that's not fucking true. And I refuse. And I've already explained that that's not true, sir. You just don't have the intelligence.
You're absolutely appropriating the pain of your ancestors.
100% do not have the intelligence to even understand that I already explained that to you.
What, that you're appropriating the pain of your ancestors?
What's redlining, sir?
Why are you changing the subject?
We're not changing the subject. You just said that they have the same opportunities. They go to the same schools as you do. That is not changing the subject. And if you knew what redlining was, well, we can get to that, sir. How about you answer me what redlining is first, sir?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know what redlining is.
And he's gonna say, "Oh no, you're not pivoting, sir. What is redlining?"
It's an old way of protecting property from keeping black people from moving into communities and destroying the value of homes.
Wow.
It's real estate agents and the housing industry wanting to protect the value of homes because black people.
You see what he said? He said it's keeping black people out to protect white people from black people. That's what he did. And they said he didn't know how. Wow.
Now,
you know what, sir? This actually makes me feel a little better. This actually makes me feel a lot better. Oh, you think redlining is fucking over?
The racism.
You think redlining ended? You think redlining ended? You think
racism? Bro just said racism stopped in 1964.
And then you continued
those words really
and then the
just
pendulum
came out of your
swang
mouth
in the other direction.
Guys,
wow.
Racism stopped in 1964.
And here we are.
Man,
guys.
we should tell the people at the LA riots in the early 90s, shouldn't we?
Maybe you should tell MLK after he got assassinated in 68. But racism stopped in 64.
Maybe you should tell Barack Obama the entire fucking time he was fucking president when he was asked for his fucking birth certificate because he was fucking black.
Maybe you should have told George Wallace that
that
racism stopped in 1964.
Stop being so triggered.
Oh, man.
People love Obama. And America voted for Obama, by the way, assholes.
America voted for Obama. He became the president. He just had a plurality of electoral college votes.
How did that happen?
How did that
Because
happen?
he had a plurality of electoral college votes. That's how it works.
And I believe
you think,
the popular vote, right?
Sir, what was up with the birth certificate, huh? Why'd you guys need to see his birth certificate?
No,
so bad?
don't change the subject.
That's not a change in the subject because that's actually what I said. So I said, sir, I fucking said, why did they bring up his birth certificate so much?
And you're like, Obama was born in this country.
And why is that? Because he's a fucking racist, just like you are. Because he's a fucking racist, just like you are. Because he's
I'm
a
talking about
fucking
America.
racist, just
America
like you.
is not
And,
racist.
hey,
You think America is.
Hey, Brian.
And
Hey,
because
Brian.
you think America
Hey,
is
Brian.
racist,
Hey,
you
Brian.
think that you got to
Hey,
create rules
Brian.
to protect
Brian,
black
you're
people.
gonna get
They don't
muted
need
if you
your
don't be
help.
quiet.
They
Hey,
don't
Brian.
need your help.
3, 2, 1. Good little boy.
They
Get the
don't need
fuck
your
off
help,
my
buddy.
live, you racist piece of shit. W's in the chat for Paulie and Matt. Can we get W's in the chat for Paulie and Matt in this bitch? God, dude, you know what? And I'll be honest with you. Y'all, first of all, before I go on my on a quick little monologue before I bring up the next caller, y'all, if you guys would like to support the live, please make sure you guys are helping me clear the live gift goal. We're only one DJ glasses in there. Make sure you're hitting up Matt over here too, making sure you're helping up that backup account. And supporting Matt over here too. Also make sure we still have super chats, super stickers, pay links in the bio. If you like any of that stuff, again, if you like the content that you're hearing, please help to support. It really, really does go a long way. I'll be honest with you, and I'm going to tell you this, Matt, before I'm going to tell you this. Okay.
Yeah.
Ever since that gerrymandering, like Supreme Court, like that Louisiana case, the Supreme Court came down, I've just been ready to let it out on something because it's pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't gotten a chance to just tell a racist that they're a piece of shit about it. You know what I'm saying? And I think I just really needed that. Like, I needed to let that off my fucking chest. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't sit here on this live, and for all of you all that watch me all the time, you guys know I do not make this live about race. This live is not about, I don't make this specifically about race, but it is about American politics, and race is entwined in U.S. politics. There is no separation between U.S. politics and race. It does not fucking exist. Okay? And every once in a while, and like, I just needed to fucking let someone fucking know there, because that whole fucking case is bullshit, and fucking Alito needs to fucking like get off this. We need an in lifetime report. And Clarence Thomas, Matt, go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's fine. You were gonna say a thing.
I hope they have full lives where they stub their fucking toe every day for the rest of their life. That's what I hope. I don't want any harm to happen to them. I don't want anybody to do anything to them. I don't support political violence. I do hope they're just a little bit more miserable every single day, if that makes sense.
I do too. One thing I'd like to mention on redlining real quick before we move to the next guest. A lot of people think that this is a thing that only happens in the South. Strongly recommend you guys read The Power Broker by Robert Caro. It's a book about the New York City planner Robert Moses, who, for all intents and purposes, was actually a pretty terrible guy. And he did redlining in New York City. He broke up historically Black and Hispanic neighborhoods all over the city, and it is eye-opening for sure. And I strongly recommend you read the book. And when you understand that this happened in the 1950s, you'll be like, oh, that was not long ago at all. This was happening. So just, we need to remember this is way closer than anybody thinks. So when that guy says racism ended in 1964, we can laugh in his face.
That's a wild statement.
Like, fuck off.
That's like when people talk about like white privilege, and again, like I am aware of my skin tone. I generally I got confused for Puerto Rican this last weekend, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, on Sunday. So the bartender was talking to me in Spanish the whole time, and I know enough Spanish to understand and respond in English. That's about as far as my Spanish goes. So she said something, and she was like, oh, and finally she said something. I was like, I have no idea what you just said. I don't speak Spanish. And she's like, oh, I thought you were Puerto Rican. I understand my skin tone. And Matt, you being, insane. you being a white presenting man in this country, yeah, absolutely, but a white presenting man, I just want to say from my heart, can we get an extra W's in the chat for Matt, talking about civil rights leaders and destroying that racist also, you know what I'm saying? Because Matt is doing what I think all black and brown people in this country hope that white and white presenting people do in this country, and that is being actively anti-racist. You know what I'm saying? Not just sitting by the sideline, not just sending your thoughts and prayers, but being active in that and reading and understanding and learning. And I think that is always important. So not different. I know Matt's Lebanese. I know what he is. I just said he's a white presenting man. I know he's Lebanese. Yeah. I know he's Lebanese, but
I'm white in America.
Yeah, exactly. Which is funny because I'm not like I lived in Italy for a couple years. I'm not black in Italy, right? Do you know that?
You're not?
No, I'm not black in Italy. I'm American. That's way worse. Yeah, they yeah, because they actually do have like a large African immigration issue like that from people coming over from Italy. It does happen. And so they would see me and they would look at me and they weren't sure, and then I would speak and they're like, "Oh yeah, American. Yeah, we hate you for a whole different reason." Like it was and honestly it was refreshing. I don't know if you know that. It was actually refreshing to be hated for being American instead of being black.
You're like, "Yeah, I'm
dude,
American."
I know it's sad, but it actually was refreshing to be hated for being American, stop being black. It wasn't for the color of my skin. It was just for where I came from. And I kind of was like, yeah, I get that. Like that kind of checks.
Tracks.
Hey, Crow, thank you so much for the $2 over on the Blue app over there. Said, I'm indigenous, but I feel like I need to pay that last guess white people tax. Thank you so much. Lydia says, thank you so much for the $20. Says, follow me and then send your screen name over there. Well, I mean, I'll check you out. I'll check out your profile, see what's going on, see if your paperwork is good. I've been stuck in social media on prison stuff. It's crazy. Tarsha, I'm gonna go say it's Tarsha. Thank you so much for the $20. I really appreciate that. Allison, thank you so much for the $2. These colors elevate my blood pressure. I feel like a little wound up right there. That's why I'm talking about some fun stuff. Shush says, get over it. The man with a Confederate flag. Absolutely. Manic said this is better than a WWE tag team match. I agree. What would our tag team? Y'all in the chat, tell us what me and Matt's WWE tag team match, what our tag team would be called. Let's hear it. I want to hear it. Lovely Goddess, thank you so much for the 5. Said you can tell this color is a mediocre white, was bested by a black person. That's why he's salty. 100%. Shush, thank you so much for the laughing emoji. Incredible Stan said, I went to one of those Christian private schools too. We took the test and we were able to grade it ourselves and change the answer. Lydia, thank you so much for the $7 over on the green app. Said, I'm following you, don't follow. Well, hey, if you got some stuff in there, I'll follow you. I don't care. And the Blue says, Robert Moses made certain that buses from inner city New York City wouldn't fit under overpasses on the way to Lily White Jones Beach. That is 100% correct. That is 100% correct. Thank you for that great Black history. I appreciate that. I see that the Progressive Boys. I don't know. That sounds.
I don't know.
Polymathematics. I don't hate that one.
I don't hate it. Real quick, thank you to Lydia for the 20 in the Blue app. He says, thank you from a China woman. Thank you. Thank you, Lydia. Appreciate that. And thank you to Amanda on the 5 on the Blue app. Says, Clarence Thomas is Steven in that movie Django Unchained. Calvin Candy's loyal house slave. That is, that's the Samuel L. Jackson character.
Yep. You want me to treat them like I treat them white folks? No. Sorry. Anyways.
No. Not with that.
Oh goodness. All right, we have a full box ready to go over here too.
All right. That's what she's. Wait. No.
Jesus.
Never mind.
Jason also wants to talk about the Supreme Court decision. All right, we'll bring up Jason. I'll try not to get as wound up today. On this one, I'll try. No promises though. No promises at all. Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. You have an echo.
Oh, do I?
Yes, you do. Are you like on a Bluetooth or speaking on speakerphone or something like that?
I'm just on speaker. Wait, hold on. All right, I took off my AirPods. Is that better?
All right, well, now you just sound like RFK. And I still get the echo.
Okay, I guess I can drop. I don't know. My bad.
Yeah, if I can't fix the echo, I can handle this, but I can't handle the echo, dude.
That's
But
okay.
I appreciate you. All right, thank you so much. This is oh god, I don't know if I want to bring this person up. You see the top person there?
Yeah, I don't know.
That seems like it's going in a bad place.
That's up to you.
I'll try it. I'll try it.
Hello,
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So it says your name is Kimura. Am I pronouncing that correct?
Yeah, with a K.
Yeah, yep. And you're 21 and you're a trans Trump supporter.
I am.
And why would
Yeah.
why would you do that?
Well, for me personally, like the way that the trans movement has gone, like for me, like I consider myself an old school transsexual. Like I don't believe that I'm the same as like real women. And I think the way that this movement has sort of like made trans trendy is something that I find
Yeah,
really weird.
you're
Like,
right.
our
That's
Democrats-
Ty. That's Ty. You guys are right. And I don't platform Ty.
Nope.
Yep, that's Ty. All right, cool. Thank you. Yep, 100%. That's Ty. Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, sorry, I couldn't tell you were talking to me.
Oh, it's all good, man. John 36 from Pennsylvania, and you're a Trump supporter, right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Why do you still support Trump?
I support Trump because I can't support the Democrats because they're
Who asked you to
trying to
support the
pull us into
Democrats?
socialism, and they don't have any plans for anything.
Awesome. What's the definition of socialism?
Socialism is essentially when the state owns the means of production.
When the people own the means of production. And how have they been socialist?
Well, it's definitely not the people. It always winds up being the state, doesn't it?
Well, the state is part of the people if your government system is set up correctly. Like we are area government, you know how like our whole thing starts out with like we the people, right? So our government is supposed to be of the people first, and the people's representative. So therefore, if the state owns it, technically the people would own it.
Yeah. Well, when you say "we the people," you're quoting our Constitution. Like it was never meant to be socialist, was it?
I didn't say it was meant to be socialist. I said that the state is supposed to be the people.
But it never winds up being in every example of socialism that we've seen.
What example of socialism would you be talking about?
All the ones that have existed over the last 100 years.
Name one.
Mao, China, Maduro, Venezuela, North Korea.
Oh, okay. Well, North Korea is a communist dictatorship, if you want to call it a communist dictatorship. But it's really an authoritarian, totalitarian dictatorship, if you want to be completely accurate and not socialist in any way, shape, or form. And the Maduro regime would also be very close to that as far as like an authoritarian dictatorship.
Well, because that's what it always winds up becoming when it starts as a socialist movement.
No. All of these started as authoritarianism.
Okay, I mean, we
Yeah.
can agree to
So
disagree
those
on
started
that.
as authoritarianism, and because they're authoritarianism, it means that the means of production is not owned by the people; it's owned by a dictator. You see the
So do
difference?
you
So
agree?
therefore, it
Do
cannot
you
possibly
agree
be
that
socialist.
that's fine? There's no need to get into semantics. Do you agree that
Well,
the
it's
Democrats
not
though are?
semantics.
Do you
It's not
agree that the
semantics, though.
Democrats though are leading us towards socialism?
No, the Democrats are
No.
conservatives.
So so all of the prominent Democrats right now are not socialists.
See, there's one that's a democratic socialist. That would be, Zoran Mamdani, and he's not even in the federal government. I mean, I guess Bernie
AOC is
Sanders
not a
is a
socialist?
democratic socialist, and I guess AOC would probably fall in that category. There's a few. That's about it.
I mean,
Well, those are the most prominent names,
Caller,
aren't they?
Caller, are you familiar with the political spectrum and the Overton window?
Go ahead. Why don't you explain?
Well, I mean, compared to the
That's a
rest of the
very
world,
general question. So what?
well,
What do you?
compared
What
to
do
the
you
rest of the world, where do you think our Democratic Party sits? Like on a scale of right to left, are they center, left, or far left? I'll give you three choices. Where does our Democratic Party sit in comparison to the world? Not in America, but the world.
Our Democratic Party is far left.
See, that's what you think.
The idea.
But
the fact that they haven't had the power
great.
to
So
put
that's
all
so
of their
no
far left policies into play.
no. Stop.
Okay.
Even their ideas, just taking their ideas and their platform, they are center to center left. At center left at best. Our Democratic Party would be considered on the right in a number of other countries. We are nowhere close to touching anything
like
on the far left.
They're to the right of Venezuela. They're to the right of Norway. They're to the right of who?
I mean, we'd definitely be to the right of Norway.
Well, I mean, yeah, but most European countries.
Yeah, Sweden.
No, they're absolutely
Germany.
to the left of Norway. They're absolutely to the left of Norway.
Sure. What's the furthest left that you can get on the Overton window?
Well, the furthest left would essentially just be socialism.
No, the furthest left would actually technically, I guess, be anarchism, and I guess just left, just slightly left of that would be something like communism, right? And then right of that, I apologize, and then way right of that would be socialism. And we don't even have like countries that are even like we're right, like Norway is like kind of like stronger within socialist programs, and we are light years right of them. Like we are not even fucking close. I mean, if you want to talk about just countries with stronger, social programs, I mean, you can talk about, Germany, Italy. I mean, pretty much any European country, I think, would fall to the further left of us, right, or left of the Democratic Party. I mean, honestly,
does Norway have open borders?
No, Norway, no. Most European countries do, though.
Well, actually, technically,
they enforce their immigration laws, don't they?
Is Norway part of the Schengen region?
Yeah, I mean, all the EU countries are.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
They?
Yeah, I was thinking about it differently because they're on the island, but I guess they do have an open border with Sweden and Finland, right? Yeah, I guess they do. So yeah, they have open borders.
Right, but do they have an open border with Iraq and Syria?
Well, Iraq and Syria is nowhere near them, so that would be very difficult.
Well, it's nowhere
they don't
near
have a
us,
border with them
Iraqis
for it to
and
be
Syrians
open.
Here, don't they? Don't we?
What?
I said those countries are nowhere near us, but there are plenty of Arabs here, aren't they?
You mean the people that immigrate here, like my family? Hi.
No, I mean like the people that flew to Mexico or countries in the south and then walked across our border over the last 4 years.
Really? Where's the proof of that?
People from Tajikistan and
Where's
Kazakhstan,
the proof of that?
Where's
the proof of that?
Where's the proof of that? Well, I mean, let me. The funny thing is like you say, there's no proof that any immigrants came across the border, but then you guys
I didn't
go
say that
ape
there
shit
wasn't any proof that
when
people
Trump
came
is
across the
trying to
border. What I
is
asked
trying
was
to
for
deport
specific
them.
proof of the thing that you just said, that people flew to Mexico from the Middle East and then worked their way into our country. Do you have any proof of that?
However, they decided to get to.
Do you have
the
any
border,
proof of
they got
that?
To the border.
Do you
Well,
have any proof
however
of
they
that?
got to the border, they got to the border.
No, sir. I'm asking, do you have any proof of that?
What proof would I have to provide? A plane ticket? That's a stupid thing to say.
How about
Did
a
people cross our
government
border
report?
or not?
How
Did
about a
people
government
cross our
report?
border or not?
How about a government report?
A government report of illegals?
Sir, how did you find out that this was a thing that was happening?
Twitter.
Well, lots of people. No, lots of
Facebook.
people.
It was
went
Twitter.
To the border
We both
and were,
know it was
were
Twitter.
filming the thousands and thousands of people that were crossing our border every day. Are you just trying to pretend like it's not common knowledge that thousands of people were crossing our border?
Sir, can
on a
you give me
daily basis
one
over the
country
last
that
4
borders
years?
Tajikistan?
Huh?
You said they were all coming from Tajikistan. Can you give me one country that borders Tajikistan?
Yeah, Kazakhstan.
Oh, okay. I think that's right. Is that even right?
That's
I don't even know if that's right. Hold on. That might actually be wrong.
It could
That's
be wrong. I mean,
that's actually
it could
wrong.
be wrong. There's
Yeah,
other countries-
Kyrgyzstan,
there's a bunch of
Uzbekistan,
countries over there.
Afghanistan,
There's like
and
there's like
China.
Kyrgyzstan. There's a bunch of countries
Yeah,
over there.
that wasn't even right.
no.
Okay, China.
I just said it.
I
Of
don't
course,
know.
you're just repeating what I just said.
Just
Oh,
literally
I
just
didn't
said
hear
it.
you. I was.
I just
talking,
said
my bad.
China.
Okay,
China.
I was talking. I didn't hear you while I
China.
was talking. Anyway.
Yes, that
you-
is a
you think you had
country. Kyrgyzstan is
you
right
think
next
you
to it
had a
too. That's actually.
gotcha, but I obviously knew the region though, so it's like big deal.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for you to give what Matt asked for, and Matt asked you for any type of actual proof from any type of government source, CBP, any of that stuff. I'll
So
take an
you're-
independent research
right,
agency,
so you guys
Pew
are just-
Research,
you guys are just
Cato,
acting- so you
Brookings,
just wanna
any type
act
of
like
educational
people didn't come
institute,
across our border.
any look. Dude, how about this? I will even take a bad source. How about that?
Yeah.
I will even take a bad, like if you like maybe if like New York Post. How about you give me like a New York Post article?
Of
Anything
illegal
that you're
immigrants
fucking
coming into our
saying.
country, is that what you're asking for?
No, I know immigrants are coming over. You're saying that we had an open border with people from Middle Eastern countries. That was your claim.
Okay, so you want proof? You want me to prove that people from Middle Eastern countries were crossing our border over the last 4 years?
Illegally and openly with the government's permission.
Okay. With the government's permission, that's a funny one.
Well, it has
Well,
to be
you
with the
said it-
government's position. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
if they just don't enforce the law, it doesn't.
Well, we know that
necessarily
they're
mean
enforcing the
giving
law.
permission. They're just not
Well, I mean-
enforcing the law.
I mean, I can pull up a 1,000 different articles, proof, metrics, data, and everything that shows that they were enforcing the law. So that's not true.
They definitely weren't enforcing the law.
Okay, under which
Because
metric are you saying
enforcing
that?
the law looks like is what's happening right now, and you guys are going ape shit over it. You guys are really pissed about it.
What
You
is
don't like
different
it.
between enforcing
It's
the law
icky
now
to you.
and what
It's icky to you
what
because
happened
our
under
brothers are
when
getting-
Donald Trump
are
took
getting
office? No,
deported.
tell me the difference. Tell me the difference between the law right now and the law when when Joe Biden took office. What's the difference
The law
between the
is the
enforcement?
same. It's getting enforced.
How?
Not to mention little
No.
things, will
How?
add to it, like
How?
the,
It's
like
a
the
3-letter
Reagan Riley
word
Act.
and it's such an easy one. How?
How what?
How is it being enforced now in a way that it wasn't being enforced when Joe Biden left office?
There's deportations happening within.
There was
within
there
the mainland.
were 685,000 deportations just in 2024.
Okay,
Try
are all
again.
deportations made the same? Are all
No, you didn't
deportations
say
the
that, sir.
same?
You said that the deportations were your explanation on
Yes.
how it was being enforced now as opposed to then. Okay.
Okay,
So if there was
you didn't listen to my question
685,000,
because
if there was
you're
685,000, so if
No,
there was
you're
685,000,
prepping
sir,
your
if there was
next question before you answer
685,000,
mine.
sir, if there was 685,000 deportations in 2024, then obviously deportations were being enforced in 2024. So therefore, your claim of it not being enforced is inaccurate. So
Okay,
under
once again,
under
are
which
all
metric was it not
deportations
being
the
enforced?
same?
That's all I'm asking you, sir.
Are all deportations the same?
Absolutely
Answer the
not,
question.
sir. Donald Trump is doing deportations by deporting people to countries that they don't belong to, by deporting people to terrorist prisons when they've been convicted of no crime, puns that are being well known for torture, and sending them there to be subjected to lack of food, lack of resources,
please.
and
Please. Criminals
rampant
are
sexual
getting
assault.
punished.
No,
That's
sir.
big
I'm
deal.
sir. If you can't control yourself, then I
Criminals are
will.
being
If you
punished.
can't control yourself, then I will control you.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Then be quiet while I'm talking, because you asked me a question and I'm answering it.
You're not answering it correctly. I asked.
Oh,
you
I'm
if
sorry.
all
No.
deportations
I'm not answering it the
and
way
you're-
that
you're
you
deflecting.
want me
You're
to
throwing a
answer
red
it. That's
herring.
what you're saying. What you're saying is I'm not answering it the way that you don't want it to be answered. What I'm saying, sir, is that Donald Trump is deporting people in a very inhumane manner, which is the issue. Okay. And under the Biden administration, they were deporting people humanely. So no, all deportations are not the same. You can deport somebody treating migrants like human beings, or you can deport people like a fucking fascist. Donald Trump is doing the fascist one, and Joe Biden was doing the one where we treat people like human beings. So yeah.
Are you done with feelings? Because that's the thing. This is the problem with all the beta males now in this country. Is that everything is feelings.
You see
feelings,
how
feelings.
he's not
I don't
responding
like
to
the way
anything
you
I'm
feel.
saying, chat?
So,
You see how he
no,
immediately
no.
goes to ad
It's
homs and
okay.
starts talking about how he
No,
feels
it's
about
okay.
me
I'm
and
gonna
how he
respond to you.
thinks
I'm gonna
like,
respond to what you
he's
said.
like,
I'm gonna
oh
respond to what you
yeah,
said,
he's
but
like,
it's
I
all
don't like
feelings.
the way you're talking to me. You're hurting my feelings. You talk to me like how my dad talked to me, and he never came back from getting milk. That's like what he goes straight to instead of responding to what I'm
racist.
saying.
Well, that's racist.
What?
You think I'm black? That's not nice.
No, I'm saying your dad didn't love you and you're a product of incest. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. You think I'm black? That's not
No,
nice.
that's
I
your
don't
white
think I'm
people
Arab.
that be fucking their cousins, okay?
I mean,
Yeah,
did you
just
say
because your
y'all white
parents,
people?
hey,
Did you
I'm
say
not trying to
y'all?
judge because
Wait,
your
did you say
parents met at a
y'all?
family reunion, okay? But you can
Did you
respond
say
to the
y'all
point
white
because I
people?
did make one,
So
sir.
now you're
Sir,
assuming I'm white too.
hello,
That's funny.
3, 2,
That's funny.
1. You know, it's so crazy. It really is impressive how they never like their brains never matured past preschool. So literally just me using a preschool teacher technique to control children will silence them immediately. Do you notice that?
It's amazing.
It really, really is. I
Okay,
just go
can we
3,
get
2,
back to
1,
the
and they're like,
conversation?
"That's the last time my dad loved me," and they just went straight back to. Yes, I'd love to get back to the conversation. I think Matt has something to say
Okay.
in it.
Yeah. By the way, yo no soy blanco, pendejo. Yo soy boricua. You didn't see that coming, did you?
You speak Spanish.
That's what your
Wow.
mom told
Yeah.
me last night.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool story, bro.
Okay. So once again, the fact that the question that I asked was,
No
are
one really
deportations
cares about the
same? And
question
what
that you asked.
and what I'm gonna
No,
explain,
zero
I'm gonna
people
explain
care.
to
You're
you-
really good at pivoting.
gonna
You know
explain
that?
to you why
Zero
deportations-
people care. Yeah.
You're really good
I'm
at
not
pivoting.
pivoting. I went right
His
back
parents
to the
met in
topic. So
homeschool is
anyway,
wild.
No,
the-
you're
the-
asking
the
me a question instead
deportations
of
that
answering
happened
what
under-
Polly asked.
So you guys, you don't want to hear what I have to say, do you? So the deportations
No,
that
you
happened
just
under
want you
Biden,
to
were they
engage
at the
with the
border, or
conversation.
were they in the mainland?
Yeah. So I
Were they at the
actually
border,
said
or
a
were they in
whole
the
bunch of
mainland?
things, sir. Yeah.
Man, you really suck at this.
So was Biden coming into the country and deporting people, or did it only happen at the border?
I don't think Biden deported anybody. I think that'd probably be Customs and Border Protection.
Oh gosh. Under Biden's administration, were they coming into the country and deporting people, or were they only rejecting people at the border?
Both.
Both?
Way more were at the border. And that's why I said all deportations are not the same. Way more were at the border. Why? Because the border was wide open. So now 695,000 looks like a lot, but it's not a lot.
If
because
the
millions
border
came
was
over the
open,
border.
then they wouldn't be
However,
deporting anyone at the border.
Trump shut
Sir,
down the
sir,
border. You know the border that Biden said he couldn't close without a bill from Congress?
I'm
Trump
about to
shut it
mute
down
you,
in like
sir.
6 months.
3, 2,
ahead.
1.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
If they were deporting people at the border, then that means the border wasn't open.
It was open.
Sir,
Because
what's your
once again, like I
definition of
said,
an open border?
695,000 is
Sir,
not a
what's
lot
your
compared to the
what's your
millions that
definition,
came in.
sir? What's your definition of an open border?
Millions of people coming in.
That's not the definition of an open border. You don't even know what an open border is.
Oh my
I do know what an open border is. It's millions of people coming in.
That's not correct. An open border is unrestricted access to the border. That is what it means. Like we talked about earlier with Norway having an open border with countries like Sweden and Finland and every, in the Shenzhen region of Europe, right? Where there is nobody stopping anyone from coming in, okay? If we're stopping people from coming in and more people are coming over than we can stop, that's not an open border. That's just really bad immigration policy, which I agree we have really bad immigration policy. I 100% agree with that. We have immigration policy from the 70s.
It's a lot better now.
That needs to, no, it's not. No, it's not.
We're at immigration deficit.
No, it's not.
Yeah, we're at.
Under which metric is it better?
I'm sorry?
Under which metric is it better?
We had an immigration deficit.
No, under which metric is it better? You said our policy is better now. Under which metric is it better?
I just said we had an immigration deficit last year.
He's saying that just because there were fewer people, that's better.
Hold on, gotcha.
Caller.
Gotcha.
That's better? Just because there were fewer?
More people left the country than came in. That's what I just said.
So that's the only metric that was good.
No, that's part of a plethora of metrics that were good.
Good. Can you give us any others?
The only way that you can get to that number, Can you give us any others? Time in decades.
Can you give us any others? Can you give us any others?
A 97% drop in border crossings.
Incorrect, also.
Border encounters, yes.
Border encounters, yes.
I'm incorrect. Yeah, you can say I'm incorrect.
Well, no, you said crossings. That's incorrect. Encounters is correct.
Well, encounters, it correlates with crossings.
Wrong. No, it does not.
You can't have it. Yes, it does. There's less people coming to the border. There's less people crossing.
There is less people coming to the border. That is correct. See, you're mixing in some stats that are correct with some stats that are completely made up and bullshit, and then trying to build your point off of it. But see, I have no problem going, sir, I have no problem going, that stat is correct, that stat is incorrect, that stat is correct, that stat is incorrect. I have no issue with that, okay? So the reason why we had net negative migration is because Donald Trump stopped legal migrants from coming in the country. He pretty much stopped all legal migrants from coming to the country. And that's the exact same reason why encounter numbers are down, because he stopped legal migrants from coming in the country. He pretty much shut off asylum and refugee programs. Sir, I don't need your opinion on it, sir. I can pull up multiple studies. I have a great one from Brookings Institute where they specifically talk about all of this, if you'd like me to pull it up.
No, there's no need. I don't.
I know there's no need because you wouldn't be able to understand what was in it anyway, sir. What I'm saying is, sir, that is why we had net negative migration. To be even further on that, not only do we have net negative migration because of Donald Trump's stop of legal migration in the country, but that's not a good thing. That's not good thing to have net negative migration. That is a complete negative for our GDP. It's a negative for our tax system. It's a negative for our workforce. It's a negative on every single point that exists.
It's not negative for any of those things.
Wrong. Caller, since 1994, so in the past 30 years, how much have those people added to our national GDP? What's the number?
I can't trust those numbers because it doesn't they don't tell us how much they've taken away.
No. We don't know. Listen, time out. For instance, we know how much. Stop and engage with the conversation. Just listen. We can address how much they stop and listen. Shut the fuck up.
Don't matter.
Shut the fuck up and listen.
Yo, you shut the fuck up. Don't talk to me like that, you son of a bitch. You don't know me.
No, I will. Now shut the fuck up and listen. I'll engage with you on how much they cost. That's fine. Oh, he ran away. Oh, okay.
I figured that was about to come.
Yeah, that's fine. We can engage. Oh, I'm sorry, man. What were you going to say?
Oh, no. He was all in his feelings, so it just didn't surprise me.
Yeah, we can 100% engage on how much they cost. That's fine, because there is a cost associated. That's fine. It doesn't touch the $14.5 trillion that they've given to our economy in 30 years. It doesn't touch it. So what's your point? That's what we're talking about here. And by the way, that's from the Cato Institute, which is right-leaning. One of the Koch brothers is on the board. So, that's where we're getting that information from. So, yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to make this this bigger for everybody to see. This is the effect of real GDP growth in 2025 and 2026 from a reduction of immigrant labor supply and consumer spending in percentage points. You see how it's all negatives? I hope I can well, what? I hope I can get that big enough for it. Can you guys see that? I'm sorry. I'm trying to hopefully I can get it big enough where you guys can see it over there. Is that I'm trying to make it as big as here, you know what, for the people on the vertical, I'll actually do you one bigger. Okay. I'll actually do you one better over there. I'm gonna slightly cover up me and Matt for a bit so you guys can see it.
You cover me up, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna cover up. You're gonna see my eyes and your forehead. Okay. So so this is the effect, the direct effect of GDP growth. This is from 2025 numbers with a projection of what it's going to look like in 2026. Okay. So you can screenshot this, or I can add it. If you guys are in my Discord, I can add it to the sources link in my Discord. Okay. But this is probably the best source of your data showing right here, one of your best sources, showing not only the trends of immigration, but how they affect us from a macroeconomic level. And it's called the Macroeconomic Implications of Immigration Flows in 2025 and 2026. This is the January 2026 update, which is the one that's the most recent. There's actually a conclusion in here, which I actually love. Our analysis suggests that the United States experienced negative net migration in 2025 for the first time in at least decades. We estimate net flows of 295,000 to negative 10,000 for the year. Though a high degree of policy uncertainty remains, continued negative net migration for 2026 is also likely. The slowdown implies weaker employment, GDP, and consumer spending growth. There's been much speculation about how immigration policy might be affecting the strength of the labor market and the economy, as well as price and wage inflation, and how monetary policy should respond. According to our estimates, employment growth may remain quite weak relative to historic trends. Break-even monthly employment growth is estimated at 50,000 or less and could well turn negative in 2026. The unemployment rate will be a better read of whether the labor market is weak, owing to a business cycle forces that monetary policy can address, or simply owing to more constrained immigration. And we're already seeing it in 2026. We're already seeing bad job growth numbers, right? We're already seeing high inflation rates, right? We're already seeing all of these effects that were projected in January, we're already seeing all of them, right? A weak GDP growth, weak unemployment, weak job growth. We're seeing all of those, okay? Because this was going to happen, right? It was just going to happen. And I know that a lot of people get really they get really caught up on the tariff part of the situation, and I understand that, right? And the negatives of tariffs last year. I understand, okay, that people get really caught up on the tariff side of things. I understand that. However, with that said, the effects of immigration, I think, are actually going to be more long-term negatives for the U.S. economy than even the tariffs were, because the tariffs are being checked right now and immigration doesn't seem like it's anywhere in the ballpark.
I agree 100% for sure. Real quick, thank you to Redacted for the 2 in the Blue app. You said a bit of a laugh break to cleanse your palate from the Confederate guest. Please read in the style of slam poetry. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies, and see. Thank you.
Wow. Touching words. I think those are original words too. That's amazing. You should look up a career in getting that stuff done. Yeah.
Start writing.
David, thank you so much for the $2. Said you guys cooked. Shush said my great uncle is Palestinian. This guy's a sub-zero IQ. When you said Sub-Zero, I thought Mortal Kombat, which is actually kind of funny.
Bitter too.
Other Matt says, thank you for skipping me like you usually do, Polly. Well, yeah, I got on late. I'm not going to be on all night. I got time for maybe one more caller. And I had other people waiting to talk that won't make me go insane. So maybe again, you had 3 days in a row, man. I don't know why you just thought this was your show now. And Seth, thank you so much for the $2. Said, speak Spanish. Is this guy a ladder puller? Probably. Probably. There are a lot of ladder pullers in this place. If you guys like to support the live, again, I have super chats, super stickers. More importantly, make sure you guys hit that follow button. Make sure you guys are following Matt down there, whether that's on In Politics with Matt, whether that's on YT, on TikTok, regardless of where you're at. Make sure you guys are following Matt if you're not already. If you're on TikTok, he's in the bio too right there. Well, that's his backup, but follow that to his main because he's he's on the L right now on his stuff. If you could just get a better agent, I'm just saying, like,
this account has one. And by the way, if you're on my Tube account, I linked Polly right down here. So I have a feeling that most of you are already following him. But if you're not, it's right down there.
Polly Politics 1.0 on YouTube, which will probably change soon. It's okay. It's okay, Vicky. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Vicky. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna take this last guy, and I might shut down after that. If you guys like to support the live too, again, I said I have super chats, super stickers, pay links in the bio. You guys see, we like to read them. We like to do all that stuff. I had the gift goal of the DJ glasses in there. We are one away from clearing that out. Yeah, I think this should be easily handleable at this point, right? Someone said Matt is my usual show. Well, if Matt's your usual show, lucky for you. I am usually on right before Matt, and so you can flow from mine right into Matt's. Isn't that perfect?
After this. It'll be fun.
Isn't that perfect? You can literally just flow directly from mine over to Matt's, and you can just keep the thing going because I'm on much. Someone said, so people are already saying like already do. That's already my normal rhythm, which that should be your rhythm. It should be come to me, come to Matt, easy stuff. And all that sort of stuff. So I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. We're gonna take another caller. We got Gary. Was Gary already on today? Wait. I have Gary 33 from Pennsylvania, but I also see that you were also Xavier from 33 from Pennsylvania, who we talked to earlier in this call.
I didn't call earlier.
Yeah, I can see that you did, dude. It tracks these things.
Well, somebody's using my number then.
All right, we're going to get rid of that person and bring up the next person.
No sense applying.
Oh, this is Joshua. Joshua, I do love having you on, but you ramble so hard. You are like the biggest rambler that ever happened. So I'm going to drop you because, again, I got on late. Joshua's a good guy, but he will cut you off every 2 seconds and ramble for as long as you allow him to. Last time he was on here, I just turned him down and had a whole other conversation. And it was interesting. I'm going to see if we can bring up a TikTok guest. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear him or not. Insane. But I figured it's worth a shot to like check it out real quick while I got you. And then I'm probably good for the day. So if you want to like, I'll do dances for people if you want to go get set up and we can just ship everybody over there. Yeah, I literally turned him down and then just like have kind of conversation. Yo, we got one more DJ glasses. Somebody's got to be burning a few coins in their pockets. We got to clear this one gift goal. I've been out for 2 hours. We got to clear with this one. Okay, we got to do at least that. Come on, y'all. We got this over here. All right. Thank you, Boost Mobile. It's actually Boost Mobile is actually the phone company that I have. Yeah, so I'm already supporting the other way. Boost Mobile is really. Oh yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Thank you to Hayden for the 2 on the Blue app. It says, don't have a lot, but I have to say that Donald Trump somehow has spent so much money that he's put 30 years worth of immigrant labor. So much for the businessman.
Yeah,
thank you.
100%. All right, well, y'all, thank you so much, Matt, for coming up. I think I'm about to shut down. Why don't I'm going to switch over to a different screen while you go get set up, and then we'll just do a huge raid over to your live. How does that sound?
That's great, man. Thanks for having me. We're going to have to do it soon.
I mean, yeah, I'll talk to you. I'd love to. I had a great time. I'd love to do it like next week or something if we got the time. And then I'll be on nice and early, about 2 hours earlier than I was today, and we can have a nice like long drawn out one because I don't have to be in dad mode. But yeah, thank you so much, Matt. I really appreciate it. W's in the chat for Matt as Matt exits the live. Really appreciate you guys, everybody.
See you in a bit.
Ooh, gotta let that camera click on. We're gonna let Matt go get set up on his live, and then we're gonna raid over to Matt's live. And then we're gonna raid over to Matt's live. Yo, make sure if you guys haven't hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. You please do that. Both Matt and I work very, very hard on all the stuff that we do, and to put together a great show. I'd love to have Matt on. I'd love to have Matt on every day, but I think we're gonna at least try to have him on once a week. And I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna start bringing some more guests on to my live. I've been kind of I got burned by some people prior, and so I stopped bringing guests on, but I liked the new format. I loved how that looked. So I'm gonna start, if I can get all the audio settings working in the correct way that I want them to be working. We're gonna have almost got off in time. Hey yo. We're gonna try to have some more guests on tomorrow. That's what I really, really hope to do. And yeah, I think that'll be really fun. I think that'll be really fun. Bring Nemo on. I've actually already talked to Nemo about having him on the show, and so I do believe Nemo will be coming on the show very soon. I think I'm gonna add, I don't know, we're gonna see. We're gonna get some people in here. I want to spotlight some really awesome people too, some like maybe some smaller creators that don't always have the opportunity to, you know, to be on and to be on a larger platform. So I would love to do that also. I would love to do that also, to get everybody on. So yeah, I'd love to have Nemo up. I think that would be great. Maybe I'll try to get Nemo on next week. Johnny, I might convince Johnny to get on the live. Maybe. Johnny's busy. I could have Jaden. Jaden would be on too. Yeah, I'm sure. Jaden would be having me laughing the whole time, bro. No, I really want to take one day of the week and just spotlight. So also, if you guys are in here, I don't know if I'll be able to try tomorrow. I was setting it up today, but what I really want to do is I want to do more of a panel live and bring up some just really smart people and talk for a couple hours. So I have it set up to do like a landscape live. It'll just be on landscape on YouTube. And then on TikTok, it'll be a landscape live with just the boxes underneath. And I want to do that and just have some awesome people up. If I get some time, I will do it tomorrow. Okay? If I get some time, I will do it tomorrow. But we're gonna start platforming some other people, you know, really getting in. All right, y'all. Y'all go raid Matt. Matt is up. Politics with Matt on YouTube and TikTok. Go raid him. See you guys there. I'm gonna go hang out over there too for a bit, all right? I love you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful one. I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay?